Okay, let's go to a question from our EntreLeadership Facebook page. Christine writes in, we are a preschool, so we have a certain number of teachers in each classroom. And we have so few applicants right now that we don't have the luxury of being choosy. The demand for higher pay is causing us to hire unqualified people at higher and higher rates. In my 14 years, I've never seen anything like this. When you're truly desperate to hire people to simply keep from having to close your business, how do you avoid hiring the wrong people? Well, this episode obviously is about the intentional interview, and your intention now changes because of your situation. You don't have the luxury of being choosy because of a smaller candidate pool and the demand for higher pay. That's causing you to have a much smaller pool of candidates, and it doesn't sound like they're actually even qualified. You said you're caused to hire unqualified people. So I don't know the preschool business very well, but you've clearly made some decisions to hire some people that don't have the desired qualification, but they're a human being, they're breathing, and hopefully they're going to treat the kids nicely. Sounds to me like that's your low barrier. So what you've got to do here is, with the intentional interview, you still have to hire the best of the small pool. So what do we do? Well, it's not ideal, but I want you to ask the questions that will allow you to determine if the person values the work. Do they value the job? They may not be qualified. They may not be the best candidate, but I want to know, do they value the job and they're looking forward to this opportunity? Do they like children? My goodness, let's go for some basics here. Do they want to have a pleasant job experience? You want to ask some really fundamental questions here. And what you're really trying to determine here, if it's a not very qualified pool, what you want to find is maybe that diamond in the rough. And you want to find somebody that you can mold, somebody that at least they care for children and like being around children. At least they are excited about an opportunity to have a job and earn a paycheck. If we just stop there and they're a decent person that has pretty nice value matchup as you have a conversation with them, is this somebody that maybe you would enjoy having lunch with? We're just going to lower the barrier, but we're still going to apply the intentional interview because you still got to pick the best of maybe a not so very good bunch. And so I'm sorry that you're in that position. One of the things I want to encourage you to do is you need to get engaged with EntreLeadership, our coaching. You need to get involved with the community and figure out, how do I, going forward, after I fix this desperate situation, how do I move forward and attract better candidates and retain those people? I would highly recommend you watch my talk from EntreLeadership Summit, where we talk about attracting, acquiring, and retaining the right talent. You can do this. It is not impossible. But right now, you still got to apply the intentional interview so that you get the best of the bunch. And I promise, if you lead them, if you pour into them, you can turn them into a really good team member. Thank you for the question.